Mundo Joanna, which is found only here in Spain.
Había un pato.
To take our boat. So here I have my duck. Hello everyone, welcome back to Mundo Joanna. After our incredible trip to the Matomba Brook Tunnel Delta in Kenya, we have crossed continents to yet another delta, the Delta del Ebro River in Catalonia, Spain. We are in a town called Tortosa, and today we are exploring the Ebro River, which is this river over here. And across over there is the old part of Tortosa town.
So fast is the main bridge. You can see quite a traffic of cars passing in there.
Then in front of us is the Monumento Conmemorativo de la Batalla del Ebro.
Very controversial monument because many people say it should be removed as it is a memorial of the Civil War. Others say it should not be removed as it's part of the cultural heritage of the city of Tortosa.
And here we have the Cathedral of Tortosa. And on the left of the cathedral, we have the Castle de la Ciudad of Tortosa. The Castle of La Ciudad is a historic fortress of Muslim origin. It's one of the historical monuments of Tortosa, largely rebuilt and now housing a Parador Hotel, offering commanding views over the city of Tortosa and the Ebro River, which we will visit and share with you in future videos. But today we are taking you to the Delta del Ebro or Ebro Delta, a real very special place where the big Ebro River meets the sea. The Ebro Delta, located in the south of Spain, is the largest wetland of Catalonia and one of the most important wetlands in Europe. A beautiful flatland which boasts of a diversity of habitats. Its lagoons, marshes, dunes and beaches makes it a highly valuable ecosystem, and it's recognized by various international designations. Including being a Ramsar site, it's a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve. The Ebro Delta, if you love birds, it's truly a birdwatcher's paradise. There are over 330 different types of birds that visit or live here. For example, herons, geese, ducks, and flamingos. It's one of the most important breeding sites for flamingos in Europe. It's a huge stop for birds flying between Europe and Africa. It's like a giant, super important hotel for birds. And many even choose to raise their families here. So no matter when you visit, there's always something amazing to see. Soy de Kenia.
Había un pato que se mete dentro del agua y vuelve a salir.
¿Ah, sí?
Muchas veces. Está por aquí.
Ah. And to help everyone to see these amazing birds without disturbing them, the Ebro has special bird viewing stations built at the right places, often hidden away, so you can get really close to the birds and take fantastic photos. It's super easy to visit them. It's also very popular for its rice fields and its delicious local cuisine.
It has to be said that the water which is used to submerge or flood the rice fields is not the water from the Ebro River here nearby, because it is half salty, half sweet, so the rice would die. So they were telling us that the water comes from 60 kilometers more upriver, where the water is really 100% sweet.
Okay.
And this is the village of Els Montels.
Okay. At the Delta, you'll find lots of tasty rice dishes, including paella and fresh seafood, especially mussels, oysters, eel, and many more. So here I have my duck.
This is Merimato.
Friends, the same way the kitchen of the Delta is heavily influenced by the natural environment, also the architecture depends strongly on available materials: reed for the roofs and mud for the walls. These unique buildings are called barracas and are very common to see at the Delta del Ebro. They are not just houses, but they are a big part of the Delta's past. We are at the Ebro Delta, where they grow a lot of rice around this region. And this is a traditional house, a typical house you find around here, where the farmers used to keep their tools and their manure, whatever they wanted for the farms. And sometimes maybe they could even rest when they are very tired. I really love these houses. They are so beautiful. But with the advent of modern building materials and techniques in the 20th century, most barracas were abandoned. However, in recent decades, there has been a significant effort to preserve and restore and even reconstruct these valuable pieces of heritage. The barracas of Del Salvador in the Ebro Delta is a fantastic example of a traditional barraca that have been repurposed for rural tourism and sustainable accommodation. Driven by the appreciation for traditional architecture, also the desire to maintain the cultural identity of the Ebro Delta and their value as tourist attraction and educational resources. It's a way to live like the old farmers did, but with all the comforts. It helps us understand the history and enjoy the quiet and beauty of this amazing place. Isn't this beautiful? Apart from the barracas, you'll also find this style of housing at the Delta. And to add to that, in Kenya, we had the dome palm tree, and here we have another type of a palm which is found only here in Spain. Also, there are lots of fun things to do around here. Visitors can enjoy a wide range of outdoor activities like fishing, bicycling, hiking, windsurfing, kayaking, and boat trips and river cruises along the Ebro River. And today we are taking you for a cruise tour along the Delta del Ebro River. I hope you like it. So now we are here at the Ebro River. We've just bought our ticket. It costed us 16 euros each, and the trip will take around 90 minutes. Waiting to take our boat so that we can see what is around the Ebro River. For the moment, we are just relaxed. You can see people here are also waiting for their time because going to take the boat. So our boat has arrived. We are just waiting for the right time to get aboard. Today there are many groups of students enjoying their end of the year school course. Welcome everyone, it's time to board our Ebro Delta cruise. Let's go!
Vamos a bordo 112 pasajeros. Si hubiera alguna incidencia, el protocolo lo daríamos por la megafonía. 200 metros. La parte superficial del río en esta zona es de agua dulce y la parte de abajo es agua salada. El agua salada remonta de forma de cuña salina.
So, we are now in the Ebro River, and we have just learned that the river is here around 200 meters wide. And the interesting thing is that the upper part of the water is sweet and the lower part is salty. So the fishermen can fish here sweetwater fishes and sea fishes. And the Ebro River actually is born in Cantabria, the north of Spain. And we are very close here to the delta, very close to the seaside, where the river goes into the Mediterranean Ocean. So here we have the island of Mundo, which is mainly used also for rice production. Formerly they used to live around 60 families, but with the modernization of agriculture they had to immigrate to the nearby towns and villages. The island of Buda belongs half to the Generalitat of Catalonia, the Catalan government, and the other half is in private hands. We can see here some buoys near to the shore, which are markers of the areas where the professional fishermen can fish, where they can. The Ebro River used to exit into the sea in a straight line from now, but in the year 1938 there was a very strong flood which carried a lot of sediments and of sand and stones.
Ahora, si nos fijamos aquí a la derecha, a la parte de estribor, desde esa caseta blanca a la proa del barco, tenemos un canal. Esto era la antigua desembocadura en el año 1937. Aquí desembocaba el Ebro, 6 kilómetros más adentro.
So we can see a little hut. The little hut was used to shoot some rockets. Those ones which are used with nitra to keep away the storms in harvest. And it also shows where the former exit of the Ebro River into the sea was.
Dejamos atrás ya lo que es la isla de Buda y empieza la isla de San Antonio. Esa isla tiene 92 hectáreas perdidas por el mar. Aquí la vegetación es salvaje. Es amófila y samófila. Son plantas capaces de sobrevivir en ambientes salinosos y arenosos.
Now left behind the island of Buda, which by the way has nothing to do with the Buddha of the Buddhism. It comes from Buddha, which is actually a type of reef. With time the word changed into Buddha. We have here the island of San Antonio. You can see also where the Ebro River formerly in 1937 was exiting into the sea. This is now only a little channel, but you can see, even in the background, you can see the Mediterranean Sea far away. Not so far away, just 2 kilometers.
Ahora si nos fijamos dentro del horizonte, veréis una torre parecida a la Torre Eiffel de París, pero se trata del faro del Cabo de Tortosa. Es el faro más saliente que tiene el delta, a 6 kilómetros de distancia y a 15 metros de profundidad. Aquí apreciamos la regresión del delta. Hace unos 85 años atrás se podía ir caminando. El delta llegaba hasta aquí y la isla de Buda llegaba a los pies del faro.
The vegetation here is a really wide vegetation. It is a vegetation which can live in salty waters and sweet waters. It's totally adapted to this ever-changing sweet, salty ambience. We have just learned that the Ebro River is 928 kilometers long. And right here,
ahora si nos fijamos bien delante de la proa del barco, veréis que rompen las olas del mar. Esos son bancos de arena. Si quisiéramos salir fuera de lo que es el mar Mediterráneo, aquí tenemos un canal. Pero ese canal cambia, depende de los oleajes, de los vientos y de las corrientes. También, tal como estamos ahora en línea recta, 45 kilómetros de aquí a la proa del barco, tenemos el Cabo Salou. Lo que pasa es que no tenemos visibilidad y no podemos verlo. Vamos bajando Cambrils, Salou, Cambrils, Hospitalet de l'Infant, y aquí a la parte izquierda, a la parte de babor, tenemos la central nuclear de Vandellós con sus divinas cúpulas y un pueblo típico marinero llamado La Milla de Mar.
okay, here we are now entering into the sea. After 928 kilometers of the Ebro River from the northern Spain and Cantabria, it has finally arrived to its end. And we are now meeting the waves as they are breaking because we have arrived now to the Mediterranean Sea.
Mira, ahora se mira el centro, al fondo se ve bien el faro, ¿eh? Ahora se ve mejor.
The river was around 8 meters deep, and here it's only 2 meters deep. There you can see a little boat passing in front of us. We're also enjoying the day.
Y nidificación de aves de las 240 especies que hay en todo el delta y de las 480 que habitan en toda Europa. Se llaman lagunas de ganchal porque vistas desde arriba tienen forma de gancho. Esas lagunas las podemos pasar andando, el agua nos llega a la cintura. También veremos unas edificaciones ahí dentro al fondo. Aquello es la urbanización Río Mar. En todo el delta hay dos urbanizaciones. Urbanización Río Mar en el Baix-Ebre y urbanización Los Eucaliptus en Amposta, en el Montsià.
Here we can see the lagoons of El Garchal. They are called like that because if you see them from above, they have the frame of the form of a garchal, meaning like a hook. So these lagoons are not deep. You can wade them at the water will reach up to your waist only. And then more in the background you can see just some holiday houses. There are 2 colonies of holiday houses in the whole of the Delta river. Here on your left, there is a bird-watching tower. The Ebro Delta is very famous for its birdlife. Many ornithologists from the whole world come here to try to identify some rare species. And
ahora aquí a la derecha tenemos una columna en color amarillo con un aspa arriba. Eso es una marca especial de ayuda para la navegación de los barcos. Y al lado vemos esa torre de color marrón de forma espiral cuadrada, parecida a la torre de Babel. Eso es el mirador del Siurat. Desde este mirador podemos ver la isla de Buda y la desembocadura. Pasado el mirador empieza una ruta de gran recorrido, el GR99. Esta ruta enlaza con el Camino de Santiago, tiene 42 etapas y cada etapa es de 25 kilómetros cada una, y esta es la última.
Here on your right side you can see a birdwatching tower. The Delta Ebro Delta is very famous for its bird life. Many ornithologists of the whole world come here to watch the different species and to try to identify new species. You can see even people up there watching. And of course the whole Ebro Delta is totally protected. We are making the pilgrimage of Santiago. One of the pilgrimage ways starts from here actually. From here there are attacks of 35 kilometers each day, which will hopefully end up when you arrive to Santiago de Compostela at St. James Cathedral. We can see a few fishermen in front of us trying the lap and taking shelter of the sun. It is very hot today and the sun sets.
Estas son las Santas y las Vírgenes por donde pasa el río Ebro. El Montículo de las Vírgenes es el punto más elevado que tiene el delta, a 5 metros sobre el nivel del mar.
We are just seeing here in front of us a few pillars, which all represent the typical or different virgins. This is the highest point of the Ebro Delta, 5 meters high.
Que tiene el río Ebro. Hay unas 20 embarcaciones de pesca profesional y las otras son de recreo. También veremos unas casetas, eso se llaman tinglados, donde los pescadores guardan sus utensilios. Y al lado vemos un edificio color blanco, esto es la lonja de pescadores.
Here we have the only port of the delta of the Ebro River. We can see there are around 20 professional boats, fisher boats. The rest are for enjoyment. And more on the left here, this building, this square white building, this is the market of the fishermen where they make the auction of the fish they have captured.
A nuestra derecha, a estribor, tenemos la joya del delta, los campos de arroz. 32.000 hectáreas de delta. 20.000 se utilizan para el cultivo del arroz. 8.000 son parque natural y el resto son núcleos urbanos. Llegan a producir 120.000 toneladas de arroz. El agua para regar esos campos la cogemos de 60 kilómetros hacia arriba, desde la sur, desde Tibet, porque si la cogiéramos desde aquí, el agua es salobre, mataríamos lo que es la plantación. Solo hay una cosecha al año. Se empieza a sembrar a finales de abril, primeros de mayo, y se cosecha a primeros de septiembre y se termina a mediados de octubre.
Okay. Here we can see the crown of the jewel of the Ebro Delta, which is the rice seeds. There are around 30,000 hectares of rice for rice production, and the other 8,000 are just natural reserve and cannot be touched. The rest of the area is 60 little towns and villages.
Estamos llegando a puerto. De parte de la empresa Creues, de mi compañero y la mía, les damos las gracias por su visita y esperemos que el viaje haya sido vuestro agrado. Muchas gracias y que tengáis muy buen día. Muchas gracias. A ver, escuchad ahora, por favor. Ahora os quiero todos sentados en los asientos. No quiero ver a nadie por los pasillos.
We are now arriving to the end of our tour, and the captain has told many children already to not run around, so that he has a good view for the talking and learning.
Okay. Okay. Sí, sí, sí. Calcio Mundo, Joana. Calcio. Gracias. Sí, sí. Vale, adiós. After our tour, we went for lunch at this famous restaurant, Casa Nuri. A restaurant famous for its traditional Delta del Ebro cuisine, especially rice dishes like black rice, blue crab rice, paella, arroz sejat, and seafood. And this is what we had for lunch.
It's what they call pechette, which are small fishes, which are not very valuable for the fishermen, but they can be fried and they're actually very delicious.
Duck, the style of the Ebro River. Looks yummy. Looks yummy.
This is melimato with an ice cream of turron.
Wow. Friends, here we come to the end of our trip to the Delta. We've had a great lunch at the Casa Nuri, and it was a perfect way to finish exploring this lovely area. And to you all who are watching, thank you a lot for coming along with us. I really enjoyed showing you the sights and the tastes of the Delta del Ebro. I hope you had much fun, just as we did. Friends, in the next video we are going to run wild, because we are going back to Africa. See you there. Please don't forget to support this channel to grow by subscribing, liking, sharing with your friends, and coming back for more. Till next time, see you soon.